clear once and for all about what drives me. I do what I do because I have a responsibility to do it. Where I come from, when your heart causes harm, even the harm you never intended, you cannot walk away. You do not make excuses. You apologize, and then you do whatever is within your power to make it right. That is exactly what I'm doing. I played a big role in bringing this government into power. It is hurting Kenyans. I'm playing an even bigger role to send it home come 10th August 2027 on the ballot. My countrymen, listening to the delegations who came here to see me, Kenyans have identified 3 objectives that have been instructed to pursue and accomplish on their behalf. Objective number 1, I have been told I must use everything in my power to keep this government accountable while using every legitimate means available that will call out, stop, and break any scheme that is engineered by this government to loot taxpayers' money or oppress the people of Kenya. This, I promise, I will do day and night. Objective number 2, the people have told me unanimously that for us to correct the evils that bedevil this country, William Ruto must be one term and must be sent home. That message was clear. To achieve that, I have been told, and I'm persuaded, that the United Alternative Government must identify one presidential candidate to face William Ruto in the next general election. Kenyans have made it very clear that we cannot gamble or take any risk that might bring William Ruto back. Kenyans are persuaded that we must do whatever it takes, including sacrificing our own personal political ambition, to identify one single presidential candidate. This is the only way to set this brutal regime home. One way and one round on 10th August 2027. I have been so persuaded. Objective number 3, Kenyans have told me that they have analyzed and decided that Rigathi Gachagua needs to be the preferred presidential candidate of the United Alternative Government 2027 general elections. Kenyans have instructed me to persuade my colleagues that I'm the best bet to guarantee a first round win, and that in their assessment I have the energy, I have the trust of the people, I have the leadership qualities, I have the experience, the infrastructure, the capacity, and the political network to deliver that victory. They have told me clearly that in the event that my colleagues persuade me otherwise, that I should not be the single presidential candidate. I should not in any way be the reason why the United Alternative Government should fail to have one single presidential candidate. In a nutshell, they have told me that in case I am not picked as the single presidential candidate, I and my supporters must back to a man, whoever is chosen to be the single presidential candidate. My countrymen, there comes a time in life when a patriot must make sacrifices for his nation. That time is now. As I leave Wamanyoro today, the road leads to only one place now. Forward to 2027. Forward to the liberation and restoration of our country's dignity, and forward to the Kenya you have been yearning and aspiring for. I'm ready to walk this road with you, and I stand ready to take on this fight. I assure you that the United Alternative Government is committed to ensuring fair, transparent, verifiable, credible, and democratic 2027 election, and the liberation of the Kenyan nation, and the restoration of the dignity of the Kenyan people. May God bless Kenya. May God help us liberate our great nation. I thank you. Si iko sawa? Iko sawa? Imeingia vizuri? Hata Kasongo amesikia? Kadi zilimo? One single? Najua anasema ati Atirigiji lazima akuwe ni yeye. Nani nawaambia? Yes, mimi nataka na Wakenya wananitaka. Lakini wakisema ni wache, ndio hii mtu aende nyumbani, si mimi nitawacha? Yeah. And I want to tell Kenyans I'm that patriotic. I'll make whatever sacrifice necessary for this country. And I want to tell Ruto, he has been saying I'm divisive. He doesn't know me well. You know, before he kicked me out, alikuwa amenidharau sana. He thought I'm just another villager. He was saying I have not gone to school, I have no experience, I have nothing. And in 2 weeks I will be forgotten. Today, he knows who Gachagua is. Let me tell him, he is saying I'm divisive. I want to assure the people of Kenya, I'll be the unifying factor in the identification of a single presidential candidate to face William Ruto. And my people here in the mountain have now told me that the consolidation of the mountain is complete. The mountain has even been enlarged with Mount Kenya South and Mount Kenya North. They have now told me not to preach to the converted anymore. They have told me to go out to Western Kenya, to Coast Province, to Rift Valley, to all corners of this country, and look for support for myself or whoever is picked as a single presidential candidate. So hapa mlimani nimewachia vijana wasukume. Si ndio? Si kazi imeisha. You cannot go to fish in a basket. Hii watu ya mlima tayari tumemaliza. Na mlima sana ni kubwa. And I didn't want to put it here. The people of the mountain have told me, because they were also here, in their own right, that they have decided that William Ruto cannot get their vote. And they have also told me they are willing to vote for anybody else, even if it is not me, provided it is not William Ruto. And that is the situation. So I'll be going to other parts of Kenya. I'll spend time in Nyanza, I'll spend time in Western, I'll spend time in the coast. I'll be everywhere. The work of consolidating the mountain, unifying it, is complete. There's nothing else to be done here. So hapa nikuja tu nyumbani kuangalia ng'ombe na kurudi. Kuna kazi nyingine nimebakisha hapa. Watu ya hapa wamemalizana na I'm happy, and I want to say let everybody consolidate. You know, I told my colleagues, winning a presidential election needs a formula. And some of us are quite experienced. We have been in this game for a long time. I've been in every succession since 1992. The transition from single party to multi-party democracy. I participated in every succession. The Moi succession, the Kibaki succession, Uhuru succession, and I'm now right in the middle of the Ruto succession. I know one or two things, and I've persuaded my colleagues that to be elected, votes must be mobilized. And the process of winning the next general election for us in the united opposition begins with consolidation of regions. Let every leader go and consolidate where you are strong and where you have a say. Once we all consolidate, the remaining job will be the easiest. This one of sitting and identifying one candidate, people are saying it's the hardest. It's actually the easiest. We are dealing with the most difficult phase of liberating this country. Consolidating votes against William Ruto is the most difficult job. And that is what is going on now. Picking a single presidential candidate is a simple job. We can meet one afternoon after lunch, and before dinner, the candidate is known. And we move on. So wacha kila mtu aende aunganishe kura zake. Mimi yangu nimemaliza. Sasa I want also to go nikatafute umaarufu kwingine. And people are saying, why does Rigiji spend all the time in the mountain? I'm just a smart politician. How do you go? How do you go to ask for support elsewhere before you consolidate your own? Charity begins at? Now I can go comfortably to Western Kenya and say, hey, I have consolidated 80 million. Please, can we partner? And then I'm listened to because I'm a serious guy. So people are blaming, oh, mtu atoki mlimani. Now nimetoka. I was in Kipsigis land. I was received like a king. Yeah. The man nation I've conquered. Hapo yote ni Rigiji na DCP. Kipsigis naendelea na it's going on very well. Kanairo nimemaliza. Sasa so nataka sasa ningangane na Western, si ndio? Na Coast and the rest of the country. And